I'll take 24 to the other side.
So you want
So
us to
that I
have
can have
x
a
squared minus 10x. And then if you take this 24 to this other
minus,
side, what are you going to have?
minus 24.
So you have minus 24, which is going to be equal to 0. Okay, what is the next thing that you'll do
Yes.
here?
And then I'll try not to be a hero and then punch this in my quadratic formula.
Okay, what is your a then if you're going to use quadratic?
A is 1.
Okay, a is 1. What is b?
B is negative 10.
Negative 10. And then what is
B
our c?
Negative 24.
Minus 24. So you want to use x is going to be minus b plus any minus b squared minus 4ac.
Minus 4ac. Yes, all over 2a.
Okay, then you have minus open bracket. You put what here?
Is minus 10.
You're going to put minus 10 plus minus.
And minus 10 squared.
Minus 10 squared minus, okay. What do you put here?
Minus 1, positive 1.
Yeah.
And then I'll put negative 24.
Yeah, and then?
And then 2, then 1 into 1.
2 into 1. Okay, let's punch this in our calculator. Okay.
Yes.
If we punch this in your calculator, punch it that side. I will also try to punch it this side so that we compare our answers. So you're going to start with what? With plus again? Or you start with minus?
With plus.
Okay. And then open bracket 10 squared minus 4. 1, close bracket, open bracket, minus 24. We close our bracket. And then we said 2 multiplied by 1.
Yes.
And then what you get as your first answer?
It's... I was still looking for my calculator, but then let me do it first.
Okay, according to mine, I got 12. Did I punch it correct? If you look at this one here. Does it look fine?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we get 12, or we're going to put a minus now.
Yes.
Okay, if we put minus, what do we get? I get minus 2.
It says, we get minus 2.
Minus 2, or you also get minus 2. Okay, sure.
Yes.
And then for this one, it's 3 marks again. And then you will get 1 mark for factorization. Oh, 1 mark for putting it in a standard form. 1 mark for factorization, and then 1 mark for both answers. And then we'll go to 1.1.2.
On the right hand side, Mister, I'll do the full method because I have x inside the bracket.
Okay, so you have 2x again squared minus 3x, which is going to be, so if you say this one multiplied by this one, you get what?
9, positive 9.
9. Okay, if you say this one multiplied by this one, what do you get?
Negative 3x.
Negative 3x. Okay, what is the next thing that you will do then?
I transpose 9 and negative 3x to the other side to put it in a standard form.
So you have 2x squared minus 3x again. So if we take this one to this other side, it's going to become what?
Yeah. Positive 3x.
So you have 3x. If you take this one to this other side, what are you going to have?
Minus 9.
Minus 9, which is going to be 0. And then from here onwards, what do you propose we do?
Because they are like terms.
Okay, these two, they are like terms. Yeah, so we have 2x squared, this one and this one. What are they going to give you?
0.
So you have 0 and then minus 9. It's going to be equal to 0.
9. Yes.
Okay.
And
what then from here?
A quadratic formula.
So you are going to use quadratic again. What is your A if you use this one?
It's 2.
It's 2. What is your B?
It's 0.
It's 0. What is your C?
it's -9.
-9. So you have x, which is going to be
Yes.
equal to minus, and then you have
Yes.
b plus and a minus.
In
You
B.
have b squared minus
Yes.
4ac all over
Minus
2. Okay, let's substitute then now. So you have minus,
Yes.
open bracket, what do you put here?
0.
So you have 0 plus minus. And then what should I put here?
0 squared.
0 squared. So you have minus 4 multiplied by 2 multiplied by minus.
2 minus 9.
Okay. All over 2 multiplied by 2. Ne? Okay, let's put this in our calculator
2.
and see what do we get.
Yes.
If we put this in our
I
calculator,
got
okay, let me punch it here and then you will compare our answers. Ne?
0.
You got
Yes.
0 all squared. Ne? Minus 4
Yes.
multiplied by
4.
2
2.
multiplied by minus 9.
Yes.
All over 2
All over
multiplied by
2
2. Okay, what is the first answer? What
yes.
did you get as your first answer?
3 square root of 2 all over 2, and then in decimal I got 2,12.
So in decimals you got 2,12.
Yes.
Okay, let's just confirm that. So it's 2,12. Okay, sure. And then let's put a negative.
Yes.
What did you get for negative?
I got in fraction I got -3 root of 2 all over 2, and then in fraction I got -2,12.
You get x is going to be?
-2,12.
So it's minus 2,12, like this. Ne? Here, it was 1, 2 even here.
Yes.
It's 2,12 here, and then here is negative 2,12.
Yes.
Okay, sure. And then for this one,
Yes.
it was 4 marks again. You'll get
Yeah.
1 mark for foiling, and then 1 mark for standard form, 1 mark for substituting correctly, and then you'll get 1 mark for both answers.
Yes.
Are we still fine?
Yes.
Let me see by the raise of hand if we are still fine, guys. 1.1.3, ne? You say you want to say x minus 1 is going to be 0. Ne? So these are your critical values. You're getting your critical values. Ne? Jane?
Yes. And then I'm also going to say 2 minus x is 0.
You are going to say which 2 minus x is equal to 0. Okay, and then what do you get from here?
X is 1.
X is 1, and then here?
And x is 2.
X is going to be equal to 2. Okay, so you got your critical values. What is the next thing that you're going to do from?
I will draw.
Okay, so you're going to represent them graphically. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so which one should I put first? I agree here, they said less than, not less or equals to, so I will put a halo thingy there. So which one should I put first? 1 or 2? Which one should I put first, Jane?
1.
Okay, so we put 1 here and then we put 2 here automatically. Okay, now that we have this, you want to have your diagram looking like what? Is it smiling or is it sad?
It's smiling.
It's smiling. Can how do you know which is smiling or sad? What do you look for?
The A value.
The A value. Okay, let's check the A value here. If I want to get the A value, I need to say this one multiplied by this one. If I say x multiplied by minus x, what do I get?
Minus x squared.
Minus x squared. So what is the value of A here?
It's a -1.
So A is going to be equal to -1. So our graph is what? Smiling or sad?
It's a sad face.
So we're going to have something that looks like this, again.
Yes.
Okay, we have something that looks like this. Now, they say they want values that are less than. Are we looking for values above the x-axis or below the x-axis? Agree, this is our x-axis here.
Below the x-axis.
We want below the x-axis. Agree. So they are looking for this thing here. So what can you tell me about these
Yes.
values? Values that are going this side, are they bigger than 1 or less than 1? What should you say, these values here?
They're less than 1.
They're smaller than 1. So you start by saying x is going to be less than 1. Or what can you tell me about these values here? Are they bigger than 2 or less than 2?
They're greater than 2.
So x is going to be greater than what?
They're bigger than 2.
You're right. So how would we mark this one here? We are going to have 3 marks again. So the 3 marks is for getting the critical value. And then sometimes they mark the method. They will say 1 mark for the method and then 1 mark for both answers. If they didn't mark the method, then it means which you are going to get both your marks here. So 1 mark for saying less than 1, 1 mark for greater than 2. Okay, we're going to 1.1.4.
Change the 4 to the power of x into a prime base, and then it gives us 2 to the power of 2 over x, yes, to the power of x, and then plus 2x.
2 to the power of x, yeah.
And then 8 is equal to 8 open bracket.
Yeah, 8 open bracket.
2 to the power of x.
2 to the power of x.
Plus 1.
Plus 1, okay. Yeah.
I get a mistake. I can write, you see that 2 to the power of 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing, I can write it as 2 to the power of x into brackets, again.
Yeah.
And then close bracket x to the power of x.
To the power of?
And then,
like to the power of what?
Yeah, of 2, yeah. Of
okay.
2, sorry, mistake, my mistake. And then plus 2 to the power of x.
Plus 2 to the power of x, yeah.
Yes, is equal to 8.
8.
Open bracket, yeah. 2 to the power of x plus 1.
Okay, sure. Okay.
And then I can say let 2 to the power of x be equal to k.
Okay, you want to let 2 to the power of x, 2 to the power of x to be equal to k. Okay, sure.
Yes, and then I'd have k squared.
So you have k squared.
Yes.
Yeah. Plus.
And then plus 2x. Yes. Plus
this
k.
one is k. Okay, this one is k, yeah. Which is going to be equal to?
Yes, and then
8.
8.
Open bracket.
Into bracket.
K.
K plus 1.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the left hand side game one as it is k squared plus k.
Squared plus k.
And then is equal to the other side, right hand side, the full method.
Okay, so it's do this one multiplied by this one. Yeah.
Yes, 8k.
8k, this one multiplied by this one.
8 plus 8.
Plus 8. Okay, okay. And then what do you do from here?
Kitlisha, I transpose 8k and 8 to the other side.
Okay, you have k squared plus
and
k.
then I'd have k squared plus k plus 8k minus 8k minus 8.
Minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, what do you have then?
And then k squared minus 7k.
Minus 7k.
Minus 8.
Minus 8.
Is equal to 0.
Okay.
And then factorize using brackets.
Okay, yeah.
And then I write k. And then k.
Yeah.
Minus 8.
Minus 8.
And then plus 1.
Plus 1. Okay.
Plus 1.
Yeah.
Yes. Then k is equal to positive 8.
Okay. Or?
And then k is equal to negative 8. Or k is equal to negative 1.
K is equal to minus 1. Okay, sure. And then from here?
And then I know what is k, mistake. K
what
is 2 to the power of x.
2 to the power of x, sure.
K
Come.
is 2 to the power of x.
Yeah.
Is equaling to, I'll change 8 into, mister. I'll
All right.
change 8 into a prime base. 2 to the
So
power
if
of
we
3.
if we change this one, we say we have 8 equals to, and then we say shift fact. Ne?
Yes.
Okay. Or and then this side, what will you say? 2 to the power of
2
x
to
is
the power
equal
of
to minus
x.
1.
Yes.
Okay. Let's finish this one.
Yes.
What do you have then as your answer?
X is equaling to 3.
X is equal to 3. And then this one here?
I'll divide by 2.
We can't divide by 2 because
No solution.
Yeah, because the exponents are not
And
the
not
same.
this.
This one is to the exponent x, this one is to the exponent 1.
Yeah.
No?
Oh, mister, then I take 4G like carry negative 2 to the power of 0.
No, we can't. These two, the bases will never be equal. I agree this one is positive, this one here is negative. So for this one, we have no solution.
Yes.
And then our x is going to be equal to 3. So for our 6 marks here, we'll get 1 mark for changing to a prime base. We'll get 1 mark for putting it in a standard form. We'll get 1 mark for factorization. We'll get 1 mark for equating with both of them. We'll get 1 mark for saying x is going to be equal to 3.
Yes.
All right.
I'd choose to make y the subject of the formula.
If you make y the subject, you divide by 3, you divide by 3 again. It says y is going to be equal to 2 all over 3x. Okay, then you have equation number 3. What do you do then?
Yes. And then I'd say x squared.
X squared.
Minus. And then where I see y, I write all over 2x.
You will write 2 all over 3 or 3 over 2?
2 over 3 is the so
2 over 2 x squared. Okay. And then you have equals to,
and then
1 minus 2x.
1
yeah.
x plus 1.
Plus, what do you write here is y here. What do you write here?
Open bracket 2 all over 3x.
2 all over 3x. Okay, this is what you have then. What will you do then after that?
Transpose the right hand side to the left hand side.
So you're going to transpose everything. Okay, but let's first work out this one here. I agree we are raising a power to the first power. This one multiplied by this one. And then this one multiplied by this one. If I say this one multiply, I agree this one is x squared here.
Yes.
And then if you do this one, what do you get for this one here? If you're raising a power to the first power?
4 all over 9.
So you get 4 all over 9. And then what should I write here?
X squared.
X squared, okay.
Yes. And then when I take 1 to the other side, it becomes negative 1.
So this is going to become minus 1, yeah.
Yes, positive 2x.
Plus 2x.
And then negative 2 all over 3x.
Okay, this is equal to 0. Okay. What then do you do next?
Like terms, and then.
So this one and this one, they are like terms again.
Yes.
Okay. If we add those two, agree we have 1. So we'll say which we have. We'll say which we have 1 minus 4 all over 9. And then what do we get?
5 all over 9.
So we'll have 5 all over 9 x squared. Okay, sure. Do you have any other like terms?
Yes.
The like terms are what and what?
2x and negative 2 to the power of 3x. So
here you will have, if you say 2 minus, let's try that one. So we'll say we have 2 again. Minus.
Yes. 2
all over 3. Ne? And then it gives us positive. So we'll have plus 4 all over 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay.
Yes.
What do you propose to do here from here?
Quadratic
You're going to put it in a quadratic. So what is your A?
My A is 5 all over 9.
So it's 5 all over 9. Okay. What is your P?
Yeah. It's 4 all over 3. Positive 4 over 3.
All over 3. Okay. What is your C?
It's -1.
It's -1. Okay. We're going to have X, which is going to be equaling to minus open bracket. We have 4 all over 3 plus any minus.
Yes.
4 all over 3 all squared minus 4 multiplied by 5 all over 9 multiplied by -1 all over 2 multiplied by 5 all over 9. Okay, let's try to type this in our calculator and check can we type it with fractions. So we have fraction, we have minus open bracket, we have 4 all over 3, and then we have plus root open bracket, we have fraction again, we have 4 all over 3. So we said we have minus 4 open bracket, we have 5 all over 9, and then we close our bracket, open bracket, we have -1, close bracket, all over 2 multiplied by
5
5
all over 9.
all over 9, and then we close our bracket.
Yes.
Okay, the first value that we get, it says which X is going to be equaling to, did you get the same value?
Yes.
We get 3 all over 5, né?
5, yes.
And then the other one, it says which all. What did you get the other one?
Still.
Okay, if we put minus here,
-3.
we get X is going to be equal to -3 again.
Yes.
Okay, what do we do after this one too? So our equation number 3 we had, so let's come and substitute here. It will be better. So we'll say we have Y, which is going to be equaling to 2 all over 3. The first X value that we got 3 all over 5 again. So we'll say multiply by 3 all over 5. And then if you put this in your calculator, you're going to have 2 all over 3 multiplied by 3 all over 5. And then it gives you 2 all over 5. Okay, you get 2 all over 5 for this one. Or the other one, you have Y, which is going to be equaling to 2 all over 3 multiplied by -3. And then for this one, you get -2. Yeah? And then for this one, we have how many marks? Let's check. Let's just confirm the marks. So for this one, we're given 6 marks. Né? So the first mark is going to be for equation number 3, substituting correctly, putting it in a standard form, factorizing both X values, and then you're also going to get a mark for both Y values. Okay, we are going to 1.3.